Hi, I'm Ashley Andersen. I'll be interviewing Hailey today.
Hi.
Well, thank you, Hailey, for coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so what year are you in college?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Mm-hmm.
And what is your major?
Communication studies major and criminal justice minor.
So what made you choose your major?
I started out as a freshman as a human resource major, and I realized that was a lot of math that I didn't want to do because I, took the classes and I realized I wasn't very good at it. So I decided, just to take some random classes. So I took some common classes, and then I realized, I really love this, and so I kind of stumbled upon it. My mom was like, well, you should do this, and so took some classes, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's what I decided.
How did you choose minor criminology?
Yep, criminology. I work for the Department of Corrections for Minnesota, and so having that job, I realized that I have a passion for that area, and so here, River Falls didn't have a criminology or criminal justice major at the time when I transferred here, so, and I do like communications, so I decided to do the communications major and then criminal justice or criminology minor.
Mm-hmm. So how did you choose River Falls? Because you stated that you did transfer here.
Yeah, I originally started out at Winona State for my freshman year. And then, I realized that Winona was kind of a little bit too small for me. I didn't really like being so far away from home. And so at that time, I had my job with the Department of Corrections. And I chose here because I am close to home. It's about a half hour from home. And I can still commute to the Stillwater prison and to the cities for our central office, so I could work during the school year. Because before I was only working on breaks, so summer break, winter break, spring break, or whenever I, could get any hours in. But transferring here, I was able to work all through the semester, have my work schedule around my classes, and so that kind of helped me push me to here, and I'm so glad that I chose it.
So tell me something interesting.
I'm going to Scotland in 9 days.
Oh,
yes, through the study abroad program here, Experience Scotland. So I leave a week from this Thursday, so 9 days, and I'm going to be gone for 7 weeks.
Why did you choose Scotland? Because I know they have many other programs, but why Scotland?
Right. Well, Scotland was one of the programs that was able to do in the summertime because I am a transfer student, so I'm a little off track credits-wise, so this was a way for me to do a study abroad without pushing myself back more. And I also heard great things from so many people about the Scotland program, and so that's how I chose it. And it was a place where people speak English there, because I have gone to Argentina where they speak Spanish, and so I thought maybe a fun place in Europe where they speak English would be a different kind of experience for me.
So what were the things that you heard that kind of made you like, oh, I'm going to choose this program?
I just heard that it was really fun and that you could, travel outside of Scotland a lot. You had the opportunity to go to other countries as well, and that it was just a fun program.
Tell me something about you that, okay, so it's an interesting fact that you're going to Scotland. Tell me something that maybe nobody would really put two and two together with you.
Oh, that's a tough one. That causes a lot of self-reflection. That nobody would really know about me. I don't know. I think that I don't know. I'm really interested in crime. And that's what fascinates me. And so I think looking at my exterior, you wouldn't think that I might be a person that works at a prison or that it's interested in that. So that's something that I think is a little surprising for people that are always like, oh, you do? How did you get into that? So yeah, I'm fascinated with serial killers and all that kind of stuff.
Do you watch Criminal Minds?
Not Criminal Minds. I do watch Law & Order SVU. I love that. And I want to be one of those detective type people, but that requires me to be a cop first, and I don't know if I want to go in that general direction.
Let's do that. So, since you are in communication studies and criminology, are you part of those student organizations on campus?
I've been to a couple SLIC meetings, and I really wish that I could go to more, but it is at both times that it's been held at are times when I work, and I need to work to, live. And so as much as I wish I could skip out on work to go, that's kind of more of a priority for me. So I've been to a couple meetings, and it was great, and I wish that I could go to more, but it's just not able to happen. And same with the criminal justice group. I follow it on Facebook, and I get information from it, but again, it's held at a time where I'm working, so.
So what has been the most difficult thing you have dealt with while at college?
A lot of difficult things. Time management is hard, but I think that's hard for everyone, and you're able to deal with it as hard as it is. It's just something that you have to cope with. So I think I would say that something that's been really hard for me is trying to be on my own as much as I can. Like, I'm really close to my mom, and so trying to break free from that, like, I'm not break free from the connection, but, like, being super dependent on that is something that I have, like, struggled with a lot, just because I always want to, like, rely on that, and so I want to be as independent as possible, so that's something that I've struggled with.
So you are very close with your mom, so since you are only, like, 30 minutes away, do you see your mom a lot, or, do you go home every weekend?
I go home every Tuesday night, or most Tuesday nights, because my stepdad goes to visit his parents, and so it's just my mom and my little sister and I usually go home for dinner, and we either, go out to dinner, my mom makes dinner, or we go shopping, or we do something on Tuesday night, so that's kind of the time that we have together. I go home on the weekends, occasionally, not like every single weekend, but if there's nothing going on around here, or there's something I need to get done, then I go home. And recently I've been going home a lot on the weekends because I'm trying to get ready for Scotland. So I have my suitcase there and all the things that I'm packing and preparing for there. So I've been going home a lot to get ready for it and all that kind of stuff. So
you seem very close with your family, so how are you going to deal with being away with them, like, in a different country? Like, it's not like, oh, your parents can hop on a plane and come and see you. Like,
I've never been away from my mom for more than, like, 2 weeks. So, when I went to Argentina, I was there for 2 weeks, so that was the longest, like, span of time I can think of. So, this will be the longest I've been away from her. So, that is something that was always in the back of my mind. But I think with all the technology, like Skype, and I called my phone carrier, and I'm able to text and use my data for free. So I think I can keep in touch, and it's just like being here. I don't see her, but I can keep in contact. So I think that's, when I was in Argentina, I only had Skype, and, it's hard to do Skype as often as you want. So I think having the texting capability is better. And I'm older than I was when I was there, and I will be more, I'll be busier. Like, I'll have classes, and I'll be with other people, so I think I'll do okay. But it's, definitely something that's in the back of my mind all the time.
What were your favorite, or what have been your favorite classes you've taken so far at River Falls? Or it could be one now or from the past, or it could even be one from Winona that just sticks out in your mind as, like, it's the best.
I would have to say I really liked, I took the regular, like, entry-level public speaking at Winona, but here I took the, like, advanced speech class, and that was something that Jen kind of just said, like, oh, you should take this, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do whatever you say. But, so I took it. I was a little nervous at first, but I really, really enjoyed it, because I know now everyone gets a little nervous before they do public speeches, but I'm not, like, trembling before I do them, and really being able to, like, set up a speech on how it should go and how it should flow and how you should present yourself is really valuable, and I'm really glad that I took that class, because it was really fun to be able to say that, like, I feel comfortable giving speeches now.
What have been the courses that have been the most difficult for you?
Science courses are the death of me. I am so not, like, a science and math person. I am better at math than science. I can handle math, but any kind of science is just not good for me. So I have actually been avoiding taking science classes until now, when it's kind of like inevitable. Like, I have to get it done. So I took over J-term an HIV/AIDS class, which was a little bit more like society-based than science, but it was still a 300 level biology class. And I was so proud of myself because I got an A- in that class. Yeah, and it was 3 weeks condensed, boom, boom, boom. So that was nice. And right now I'm taking geology, and next semester I'm taking astronomy. So science is my worst subject, and it's, as easy as people are like, oh, just an intro geology class. Yeah, well, I can't wrap my head around the concepts of it, so it's really hard because I have to really get down and dirty and focus really hard, whereas other classes, they just kind of come naturally to me. So
How do you think you're going to do in your astronomy class?
I actually took an astronomy class in high school, and so hopefully that'll kind of have a nice little, base knowledge of it, so I hopefully will do okay, as long as I go to class and I focus, I hope I'll be fine.
And then what specific classes have prepared you for your life after college, or for a job you're taking right now?
Well, this class, Communication in the Interview, has prepared me for interviews. I actually had an interview a couple weeks ago, and I got the job, so that was exciting, and yeah, that's going to help me forever, and so that's nice. And basically all my comms classes can just be used for everyday life. I took small group communication. That's going to help you in any job you have, because you're always going to have to be working with people. And speech class, you're always going to have to be presenting yourself to other people and giving speeches. So yeah, every comm class I've taken can just be used in any area.
What class, or what is your favorite memory of class you've taken?
I really liked small group communication. You were in my group, and it was really fun because it was the first connection with people that I made in my classes transferring here. It was my first semester in classes. I took summer classes, but it was all online, and so it was the first connections I made, and I would like to say that I made friends with all of you guys. So that was really exciting, and it was a fun class, and I learned a lot. And it was just great to, be able to make connections. Like, oh, I'm going to be okay here. So
it's always a nice feeling. Like, I'm not alone, finally.
Yes, exactly.
And then who is the teacher that has influenced you the most? May it be from college or high school. One that just sticks out that you'll remember 20 years from now.
Yeah, I have two, I would say. My English teacher in high school, her name was Miss Beret. I had her actually in junior high, and then she switched and came to the high school. So I had her for 4 years, and she was great. She really made me enjoy English, because sometimes English can be a little hard. So she was very inspirational, and I just really liked her a lot, and she cared about me as a person then instead of a number. And also, not to be a suck-up, but Jen, I met with her when I transferred here, and she helped me, kind of ease into the program and ease into the school, and I'm so grateful for that, because she made me feel comfortable and excited to be here.
And then what accomplishments have you made while being in college?
Being able to be on my own and sustain myself with the job, and being in school, getting a job is an accomplishment. Getting on the dean's list last semester was an accomplishment for me. So there's been a lot of things that I am grateful for this year.
Well, thank you so much for allowing me to interview you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.